Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, Star Trek Shorts, Runaway.
Oh man, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back to Star Trek.
We have disco shirts now.
Yes.
Because of that convention.
Updates.
Mine's cooler. So what did you think of this episode that was all about Tilly?
Yeah. I think this is generally just a pro-Tilly zone.
Yeah, you touched my arm a bit.
No,
so if you could just like...
All right, we're constantly expanding our borders in the pro-Tilly zone. But yeah, no, this was real good stuff. I don't think we were getting as much background on the character as I was sort of expecting to. I thought this might be more about getting some information on maybe Tilly's time in the academy or her home life, which we sort of got hinted at. You know, we saw a bit more of her relationship with her mom.
Well, if you want to know more about her, Chris, why don't you just ask her out?
You know who I was just speaking about this with?
Me right now?
Your stepsister. She is always so smart about these things.
So we got to see Tilly's mom
A little bit.
as a holo projection, because again, that technology existed back then apparently.
Why not? Just why not? But yeah, that's sort of an interesting choice that they went with, that you don't really see the actress at all. Like, you don't see her face. You see like sort of a distance. You get like a side profile. And yeah, I'm wondering what they were going for with that, or if that was just ended up how it was cut together.
Yeah, she didn't like Tilly's hair, and I thought it was a bit long.
Yeah.
Don't they have a barber on there?
No Bolians. Yeah, there's no Bolians.
No
Yeah.
Bolians.
I'd like to suggest that you start using a conditioning agent. I promise, not too much off the top.
Looks like they were doing a decontamination of the ship.
Mhm.
Maybe just the cargo bay.
Yeah, a little barium sweep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No Tuvok to throw a saddle at, but you know.
Yeah.
So about 90% of this episode takes place in the cafeteria.
Yeah, or the mess hall. So yeah, there were a couple things that this species could do, and they didn't push it too much. Like, they can turn invisible.
The Xahians.
Yeah, the Xahians. So they can turn invisible apparently, and they seem to have some control over computers and tech, because she made the replicators, I guess, or the food synthesizers, or whatever we're calling them in this era.
She was just, a little braggedy kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can build everything.
Yeah, and she was messing with Tilly's computer back in her quarters there.
I was very disappointed when they revealed her, because I thought it was the Predator. Active camouflage.
Yeah,
Tilly
not
versus
quite.
the Predator in the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
That computer, every time she used the computer device, it was very narrative.
Yeah.
Had to tell you everything.
Yeah. Also Sassner, just like, no, you can't have that cappuccino.
Yeah.
Shut up. I had this question before, and I still have it now. When the heck does this take place?
It's like in between season 1 and 2.
But how long were we actually on the Discovery for in between season 1 and 2?
Well, that's subjective, as all time is, because, when you jump and suddenly you're 8 months and then you're 6 months and you go to multiple universes, did any of it happen? I assume that they were actually on Discovery in the first season for about 2.5 years, because there's no way a Klingon war could be wrapped up in under that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Because she's specifically Ensign Tilly.
Yeah.
So they got back. She had her medal in her room from that ceremony. She's been promoted.
Being part of the team gets you a medal.
Weren't they on Discovery for 2 or 3 hours before they run into the Enterprise? When did this take place? When is it? Is it after season 2?
No, it's got to be taking place in between. Because they'll mention some of these stuff. I think some of the stuff that are going to happen in short is going to get mentioned again in season 2.
There was a hormonal space rabbit. He escaped from the lab and then he got loose in here. He's got mood swings.
So I found it interesting the cafeteria was, empty.
Yeah, that was sort of weird that she was the only person in there.
Also,
It's one cafeteria on the ship, and there's a couple hundred people. There's no way you ever have that room to yourself.
Also, I kind of like the spinal spikes on this alien girl, Poe.
Mm-hmm.
Very clever name.
Mm-hmm. What was the last syllable there? Okay, good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
But for such an intelligent girl, having not been able to invent ice cream is sad.
That's true, yeah. Her priorities were sadly misplaced.
This episode was really just to tell you about like how Tilly, was bothered by something, and then this big event had to happen of like this alien race come aboard and tell you all these things that they're doing for her to not be bothered by something.
Yeah, this whole episode was to get Tilly over her problems of getting into the command program.
Couldn't she just like see a counselor about her mother?
Mm-hmm. So maybe I got this a bit wrong, but the whole deal with the alien species, like she's their queen. Oh, spoilers, she's the queen. Her deal was they're mining their planet for dilithium. That's what they do there. They do dilithium mining things, but that's like ruining the planet, because as mining does. But this is like their whole economy. This is what their planet's based on, and this is upsetting her because she feels such a strong connection to her planet.
Damn troglodytes.
They were twins.
Yeah,
her
her
planet
were twins. Just keep telling me that.
Yeah. So she's inventing a dilithium recrystallizer, which we explicitly cannot do in this time period.
Well, she called it an incubator, but yeah. That's
Well, she said it was to recrystallize dilithium.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And so, I'm not sure why that's in there, because we know that Scotty doesn't know how to do that in Star Trek 4.
I can't believe we've come this far only to be stopped by this. Is there no way of recrystallizing the dilithium?
Sorry, son. We can't even do that in the 23rd century.
Yeah, so I'm wondering why they had to go with that, or maybe I misunderstood what exactly she was doing with that, because like they've picked something that we've explicitly called out as not being possible, and then they're just sticking it in there. It's like, oh, we can do it.
Well, I thought they were gonna fix all their canon issues.
Well, I guess, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, that's not a Federation planet, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they just don't tell anybody.
How useful would that race be, being able to self-cloak, on away missions?
Yep.
Why can't they just join Federation so you got, the invisible person on your crew? You can be chief of security, Go down to the planet, find some shit out for me. I'm also expecting this season for the Discovery to be able to separate into 3 different spots, like the Prometheus. Because why not?
Yeah. What's the third spot? Like outer ring, interior ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll go back in time and they'll separate the interior ring and go down to Earth, and people will be like, UFOs!
Can I please just...
So Chris, what were your overall thoughts of this one?
It was pretty quick, fairly condensed. It was just a quick little slice of maybe a more traditional Star Trek kind of morality thing. And we got these 2 separate species, and they're gonna learn more about each other and work together and do Star Trek things. It was a little rushed, which I guess that's just gonna happen. Maybe I'm just used to an hour from my Star Trek things. So
yeah, they really tried to jam pack as much as they could in there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on, but yeah, it was well put together. It looked good. Script seemed tight. Actors were good.
Yeah, I don't know, the whole babysitting thing, and then I'm a queen and I have a problem, you have a problem, we hung out, we both figured out our problems.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bit lame, but whatever.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I survived it.
Mm-hmm.
Did she get beamed into space, or is her planet just that close?
Oh, yeah, right.
Or does Discovery yet again have a technology where it can beam somebody so far away?
Where was...
Transport beaming?
Yeah, where was the Discovery, and how far were they beaming? That was weird, too. Or did Tilly just, reroute something and scoot them over to the planet?
Send you home into space.
Yeah.
Just like Lorca floating there.
Yeah, right next to Lorca. Yeah, this was during the mud incident, right?
Yeah. So our next episode is going to be Calypso, which has Craft, and he's alone on a deserted ship. You think he'll be our next captain?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Why do you keep putting us in situations?
Just luck, I guess. Luck. Luck has nothing to do with it. You have a death wish.
I was kind of hoping Kevin Sorbo, but you know.
So that one's going to be fairly interesting because this is the only one where we're not really sure how it ties into Discovery as a whole. You know, obviously Tilly and Saru are crew members. We've already seen Mudd, but this is just some guy on some ship. So, you know, how's this going to tie into season 2? We're just going to have to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're getting that new character who's going to turn out to be like our engineer probably. So like, you know, last year not having an engineer was very difficult on the ship. So maybe this will be our captain, and then that's how we'll figure it out.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, until the next one. Thanks for watching. Very late on that finger thing, Chris.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say thanks for it. You didn't say a damn thing.
I said it. It was over. It's done. It's been destroyed.
All right.
Can't make lots of that.
Is there anyone else on this ship besides you and me?
Short Trek continues with Calypso on November 8th.